The government shutdown has dragged into day 21, and there is still no end in sight. And now President Donald Trump is searching for ways to cut costs. Good evening. I'm Quinicia Fraser.
I'm Bill Shammer. The new idea today, possibly importing beef from Argentina. No surprise, many Nebraskans do not like that plan. They tell us it'll hurt local producers. This evening, we have team coverage on the impact of the shutdown. Amy Lou is talking with financial experts and the Americans pulling from their 401ks to make ends meet.
But first, KETV Newswatch 7's Madison Peralez is live in studio with the pushback to the president's beef plan. Madison.
Bill Quinicia, Nebraska's Senator Deb Fischer is expressing her opposition to President's suggestion, saying she strongly encourages him to, quote, focus on trade deals that benefit our ag producers, not imports that will do more harm than good. Beef prices rose 30% from January 2024 to 2025, trends that prompted President Trump to respond.
President Trump on Friday actually made a statement that said we should lower the price of beef. And ultimately, that's lowering the price of cattle. That's not something we need to do.
Something the Nebraska Farm Bureau president opposes.
Nebraska Farm Bureau is adamantly opposed to anything that would artificially lower the price of beef.
Although Trump has been for American beef production in the past, Sunday he suggested turning to Argentine beef imports, which led Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer and other state lawmakers to post on social media platform X.
We need to protect what we have in Nebraska. We need to stay at bat for Nebraska farmers and ranchers and continue to work with the White House to focus their attention on increasing onshore production.
Jeff Stolley from Nebraska Cattlemen says prices are up because of droughts and other factors, leading to the downsize of cattle numbers.
U.S. beef cow inventories at this point are at multi-decade lows.
But adds Nebraska beef is going strong.
The beef industry today is on the strongest footing of any of the group.
Saying the ag industry is in the middle of trying to expand cattle numbers and that people need to trust the process.
That is just starting to take root and move forward and provide us a path towards moderating beef prices down the road.
But quite frankly, we need this bright spot here in Nebraska.
We also asked Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen what he makes of this. In a statement sent to Omaha's news leader, he says he's been in contact with the president to ensure they understand the positive state of the beef industry, saying, quote, we have to defend our cattlemen and let the market work. Back to you.
A lot of people keeping a close eye on how all of this will play out. Madison, thank you.